Oh, I have the power. You have the power. Oh, we got the power because today we're going to finally, folks, I've been wanting to look at this guy for some time. Time is just really, folks, it's just not on my side. But I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. We're going to make it work today. But listen, today we're going to finally take a look at my main man, Snout Spout. Now, this is a Masterverse figure from this incredible Masterverse, Masters of the Universe line. Now, this is a Mattel Creations exclusive. It's still up on Mattel Creations, folks, so if you want it, I'll put a link in the description below. But we're going to finally take a look at this guy. This package has been sitting on my shelf and in my little review queue for some time. But I teased him in a previous video. If you want to check it out, I'll put that link in the description as well. But man, I got him, folks, and we're going to take a look at this guy finally. I've been looking forward to getting this thing open, folks. So let me stop talking and let's take a look at this package, all right? So we have Snout Spout in this incredible art, man. I tell you, Masters of the Universe and as a whole, the artwork is just incredible. I mean, look at this, the colors. I'm definitely not throwing away this box. We got some teasers, I will say, as we continue on. On the back, you have New Eternia, Masters of the Universe, New Eternia Snout Spout. Original design inspired by classic concepts. All right, so we got that here on the back here. So this is from that New Eternia wave. And again, the Masterverse New Eternia line has just been, it has been phenomenal, folks. I mean, I tell you, this Masterverse line has been one of the best action figure lines for me. So He-Man is my jam, folks, too. So I mean, he was the first hero I fell into as a kid. I've told this story like 5,000 times on the channel. I'm hyped for this one, folks, because this character here, he looks so weird. So I mean, all the Masterverse figures look weird, and that's why we love them, I guess. I mean, it's just, and the designs is just so awesome. So that's the package, y'all. That's what it is. And then as you open this here from the side, you see Snout Spout, heroic water blasting firefighter. Yeah, so he's a firefighter, a humanoid firefighter with a mechanical elephant head. Now go figure that, right? I don't know who came up with that, but it is what it is. It works. I love it. And here is more art of Snout Spout doing this thing with the little water blasting action. Now, Snout Spout was featured in the Masterverse Revolution animated movie that is on Netflix. So if you want to check him out on there, he's seen a few times, all right? So if you want to get a glimpse of Snout Spout in animation action, definitely check out the Revolution series on Netflix. All right, so we have the artwork there. And as we open it up, we get more beautiful artwork that teases the Snake Man. All right, so we have the Snake Woman. We have the Snake Man throne. Pretty sure all of this is coming at some point. I mean, we already have that. They have another name for it, but the Skeletor throne that is coming from the Masterverse line, that looks incredible as well. So I'm pretty sure we're most definitely going to get something like this here. I'm going to pull it up a little close to the screen here. And then, of course, we have our featured character in Snout Spout. Colors look phenomenal as well. We got Snout Spout through this open box display here. And now that we've done all this, folks, I'm going to finally, all right, we're going to finally get this guy out of the package, and we're going to take a closer look at Snout Spout, all right? Let's get to it, y'all. Let's go. All right, I got Snout Spout and its accessories, and we also have this slide-out display here that was a part of the packaging. Now, as we saw earlier, we were able to get a glimpse of the Snake Woman. I know there's a name. She has a official name. I cannot think of the name right now. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. This looks incredible as well. Love the designs, love the detail. Just this portrait, it's just symbolic of just the incredible, phenomenal artwork that we get from Masterverse. I mean, this just looks so cool, folks. And again, we have the Snake Man, King Hiss, and you know he has to be coming. So I think this just really teases that we're going to be getting the Snake Man at some point soon. On the back, this is a bigger image of what we saw on the packaging here. Looks so awesome with the Snout Spout doing battle with the snake people or whatnot. So this is kind of a tease of what's to come, folks, which is good. So I just wanted to kind of show some love to this and everything. So we got that out of the way. And we got Mr. Snout Spout, but he comes with some accessories because, you know, Masterverse, we not only get incredible figures, folks, but we get accessories that really bring these figures to life. So we have in this box here, Snout Spout, heroic water blasting firefighter. Again, he is a firefighter, y'all. It's just the wackiest thing, but it's okay. It works. Well, I'll take it. You know what I mean? This guy is, he's a humanoid character with a mechanical elephant head, and he is a firefighter. All right, I mean, I guess we need to fight fires on Eternia. But all right, so we got, first up, we have this backpack here. Looks really good, and you see the water gauges here on the back here. The blue here symbolizes the water levels in this backpack, so that looks really good. I guess these two attachments will clip onto his back here, so we can test that out right now while we're doing it. All right, so we get that here. So we have these two tabs on the back, and then these will go in here like this, hopefully, somehow, maybe. All right, so we got that. See, so this works really good. And let's see what else we got here. He stands very well, y'all. So, I mean, I'm not having any issues with him standing. And then we have in this little bag here, additional accessories. We got some hands. Make sure I got everything out of here, y'all. You know, it's easy to throw stuff away. All right, so I got everything. All right, just when I said Snout Spout would not, he have no issue standing, he gonna fall down. Come on, Snout Spout. Make it right. All right, so we got that. So in the little bag that we had, we were given 2 fisted hands. And, you know, Snout Spout got to give you the smackdown. Love the colors. It's kind of like a violet red or not. I like it, man. It really pops. So we got 2 fisted hands for my main man, Snout Spout. All right, so we got that. And then we also have this translucent accessory here that I'm thinking will attach to his little snout. Yep. All right, so we got that. So this just attaches. Looks really good. All right, there we go, Snout Spout. So he has the little snout spouting action, even though I will say this. Back in the day, Snout Spout had the water blasting action. And I wish they would have done that with this figure. You know, you fill this up with water, do a little pumping action to where you can, eject the water out the snout spout or out the spout here. That would have been cool, just to give them some an action feature, man. I mean, this is cool, but, back in the day, man, I will say back in the day, the figures definitely don't look as great as they look now, but they did have action features, and I think now they've gotten away from that. They're going for more aesthetics as opposed to both looking good and giving you those action features. So I really wish he would have had the water blasting action, y'all. So we got that here. We got 2 fisted hands, water blasting action, backpack. We also have this coil here. All right, so this attaches to something. He has some additional accessories in this little box here. All right, so we have his huge fireman battle axe. All right, so this looks good. Has a little bit of a weathering, chipping here on it as well. Decked out in all silver. Very simplistic, but at the same time, you get some detail here. Love how they handle the detail here in the handle. Have this little area here that covers the hand area. I really like that. It looks really good, folks. We'll put this to him. This shouldn't take. There you go. All right, and I think, hold on, let's put. There we go. So you got that going. All right. Looking good, Mr. Snout Spout. And then we have these 2 coils here now. These 2 coils, no doubt, will connect to him and his backpack. All right. So first up, we have, of course, these 2 coils here. They will attach here to this piece. This one is attached to the other, of course. All right. Let me move a Snout Spout. So this is how it works. I want to make sure you see this here will attach. So both attach the same way, each end. And then what you would do is you would take each coil in and you attach it to his backpack. All right, so you can do it like that. And then you take this one and you attach it to the backpack, this other end. All right, it'll snap in like that. All right, so we have both coils here attached from this end to the backpack. And then lastly, we have the little smaller coil here, which will tab into, of course, this backpack, because everything pretty much tabs from the backpack to the other end will go into the back of his head. And it sounds so weird, but it is what it is. All right, so we will tap this here, and there you go. So he has all these coils going from his backpack to his little belt here. As I was inserting the coil to the back of his head, I noticed that Snout Spout has some translucent action going on here at the top, at the back of his head as well. So as you can see here, there's a translucent plastic here, which will no doubt, play towards, lighting up the eyes if you place it under some light. So I really like that feature as well. So huge shout out to the Mattel team for adding that feature to this figure here. But yeah, he's all coiled up, y'all. So he has the coils, everything. I mean, he has the, the battle axe and everything, folks. So this figure looks awesome, man. This is like Masterverse at its best. The only thing that I really wish they would have added is some water blasting action. I like the translucent accessory. That's really cool. But to add a water blasting feature would have been something to see. But I love the options, the features of adding the coils, which attach from the backpack to the figure and everything, to the back of the head, the translucent that we have here on the back of the head as well. That really adds to the figure. So really cool accessories and attachments overall. I love it. I love this guy. I mean, he's one of my most favorite Masterverse figures. And I got a lot of them now, y'all. But this one here is one that I was hoping they'd release. And they did. They did. He's one of my favorites. And of course, Masterverse at their best with the colors, the hue of paint that's utilized for his skin. He's reminiscent of Manny Faces in many ways. I don't know. We'll do a comparison. Maybe they're utilizing the same body mold. Who knows? I don't get into a lot of that, but I like the shading and the tone of color for the skin. I like this reds, the oranges, kind of like the violet red, kind of pinkish colors for the gloves and everything. Just gives you that 80s throwback look to him. He has the blues for the trunks. Has here, this is kind of like a darker navy blue for the boots. He has the little steel, plated toes here in the boots since he's a firefighter and he wants to kick Skeletor's men around in battle, man. Like kicking down doors to put out fires. So he has the steel plated toes. That's really cool. I like that. How they handled the chest area looks really good as well. The harness decked out in all silver. We have here the little shoulder, pads here decked out in all red. Love the designs for that as well. Just this Masterverse at its best, y'all. I mean, this is just really awesome to have this guy. I love the colors. Everything really pops. Now, in terms of the head area, this is where this figure really shines because it showcases just how odd, weird, and just the craziness of the Masters of the Universe as a whole in terms of the different characters that we get and the designs that we have for these characters. It really just makes these figures and these characters stand out each and every time out, I feel. I love how they designed this figure's head sculpt. He has that futuristic elephant head with the spout and everything. Does this articulate? Does this go in? That would have been really cool. Oh, so this does articulate. What I thought would have been awesome if you could push this in and this articulates in and out. The spout does articulate that way. Man, I love the designs of this spout. They did an excellent job with that. Decked out in all silver. The designs gives it that teched out futuristic look for this humanoid elephant guy. And again, as you can see, he has the translucent eyes. So if you place it underneath some lights here with the back in that translucent window, it would light up the eyes, I anticipate, So we have that going. Again, love how they handled the ears, mechanical ears. Do these articulate? No, they don't. Oh, they do. Oh my goodness. Man, this figure is so bad. All right, so the ears articulate back. All right. So you go forward, you go back with the ears. Tusk. I'll put the name at the bottom. These articulate as well, y'all. So, I mean, they put a lot of thought into this figure here. I'm just surprised. Can you detach this? Nope, I don't want to break it. But I'm surprised that you can't articulate the spout in. But they put a lot of thought in articulating the spout like this and everything. I'm having way too much fun with this spout. All right. But they did a good job, man. I love that articulating the ears. Looks pretty good. You can articulate the head all the way around, even though he has these little things here. You can still articulate the head all the way around, which is no problem. Now, articulating it up and down, that's when you have the issues due to the sculpted detail of the head and everything. But man, this looks really cool, man. I love it. I love this figure. Now, the other thing that kind of stands out is he has this little dial action going on here on his belt. All right, so you can like articulate the lever all the way around. All right, I guess it's supposed to gauge the water levels or whatnot from his backpack. So that's really cool. So again, the attention to detail and the thought that's put into this figure really just puts this at the top of my list when you talk about Masterverse figures. I mean, this guy is just something else. And again, man, there's been so many Masterverse figures that have been released that I really love. And this one here, man, it's right there, y'all. I mean, it's right there. I love it. So, I mean, articulation, it's that same Masterverse articulation, y'all. It's the same thing. Even though the head is limited, the waist goes all the way around with no issues. Even with the coil. Now, with the coils, articulating that course is going to be give you a little bit of issue. But you can, if you don't have the coils connected, of course, you can articulate him all the way around with no problem. He does have like a little bit of a crunch here, but he's so sculpted all the way around. Articulation is a little limited when he's going down like this, folks. So keep that in mind. But, you know, you can get this guy in some really cool poses. He has a pinless double jointed knees, can go all the way back like that. Foot area can go up and down here. And that's about it, folks. I mean, a little bit of rocking. He does have boot swivel, which is really cool. He has that upper thigh swivel as well. All right, so articulation is pretty solid. He can do the splits. All right, no problem with the splits. So articulation is pretty good. You know, elbows, pinless double jointed elbows go all the way up like this. Wrist area, nice articulation in the wrist area. Okay, so no problem with that. He does have bicep swivel. Okay, so which is really good. So nice articulation in the arms, elbows. Has that thigh swivel, boot swivel, and everything. So you will be able to put this guy, much like all the rest of them, into some pretty cool poses, y'all. So you won't have any issues as he's fighting fires and whatnot with this Snout Spout guy. So I tell you, folks, I love him. I love him. I think this is a great figure to pick up from the Mattel Creations shop. So if you don't have him, I recommend that you go out and get him. If you can, definitely go out and get this guy, because he's a favorite. He's most definitely a favorite of mine. I want to attach these coils before we head on out. But yeah, man, this is a huge treat for me as a fan of this character, man. And I tell you, y'all, definitely go out and get this guy. He's just funny. He's like a funny, cool type of character to have within your collection, y'all. So with that being said, we're going to head on to the next, y'all. All right, let's get to it. And here for comparison, alongside our new Eternia Snout Spout, I have some of his new Eternia buddies, starting with He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Then up next we have my main man, Ram Man. Then we have yet another favorite of mine with Man-E-Faces. And up next we have the heroic master of weapons and man-at-arms. And then last but not least, we have yet another favorite of mine. I mean, these figures are just incredible, y'all. I just love them all. And that is Buzz Off. Now, I did mention during the video if, you know, this was utilizing the same body as the Man-E-Faces, which he is not. I mean, this guy dwarfs Man-E-Faces and even the rest of the figures. He's more of that big, bulky, deluxe type of a figure from the Mattel Creations Masterverse line, which I can appreciate. This Man-E-Faces is a different hue. He's just reminiscent of just like what the color that we have with the Snout Spout, but the tones are totally different. And again, this guy dwarfs Man-E-Faces, but two very cool figures to have within my collection. But again, man, this is just so awesome to have a Snout Spout alongside the rest of these Masterverse figures. All right, folks, let's get on to the next. And I have more Masterverse action coming your way with the most powerful man in the universe. Yet again, another version of He-Man. Now, this is the 40th anniversary version of He-Man. This is more of a bulkier He-Man figure. And again, just shows you just how big this Snout Spout figure is, because he dwarfs this He-Man as well as the other one I have here, and that is Stratos. Stratos is yet another big, bulky type of a figure. Yet again, the Snout Spout, man, he's bigger than all of them, y'all. So this is really cool to see. And with that being said, let's see what I have next in store for you all. And here alongside Snout Spout, we're going more towards the bad guy side of things. And these are more the bigger deluxe figures from the Masterverse new Eternia line. And we're going to start it off with Whiplash. Then up next, we have Too Bad. And then last but not least, we have one of the best Masterverse figures I feel that's been produced. And that is Beastman. And what's the Masters in the Universe review without the evil Lord of Destruction? And that is the new Eternia Skeletor, which was a surprise favorite of mine here from this Masterverse line. And I figured I'd hop across the multiverse to Earth to get this guy, which is the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Barbecue, who is a firefighter. And since we have an intergalactic firefighter with Snout Spout, why not compare him to an intergalactic space cop with Mandora from the Super 7 Thundercats Ultimates wave of figures? This will make for a really cool team up, y'all. I'd love to see Thundercats and He-Man team up. That'll be awesome. All right, folks, that is a wrap. That's all I have for this episode. What can I say, man? I had a blast with this figure here. This Snout Spout is just a fun, just nostalgic figure to have. I mean, he's big, he's bulky, he's imposing, he has all the attachments. Aesthetically, I love the colors, the accessories, although I feel that he still should have had that water feature. I feel having that water feature would have put this figure on a whole nother level. But man, this is still an incredible figure. Really happy to have him as a part of my Masterverse collection. Hands down, one of my most favorite of the year. Aesthetically, he just really takes you back to all the love that you have for He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So, I mean, this guy, I can go on and on about Snout Spout. He's cool. He's crazy looking, but he's cool. But again, folks, I truly appreciate you all for tuning in. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Snout Spout? Do you have this figure? Are you looking to get him? Are you on the fence? Or do you I don't even care. Do you not even care about Snout Spout? Do you collect the Masterverse line? Do you have any favorites? I mean, what are you collecting? I mean, again, there's just so much out there right now. And I feel like as a collector, there's something for everyone. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about Snout Spout? What you've been collecting? What do you think about the Masterverse line? But again, appreciate you all for tuning in. Be sure to comment below. Also, be sure to ring that bell for all notifications so you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And also, don't forget to what? That's right, like, share, and subscribe. If you've already done that, I truly appreciate it, folks. Don't forget that I'm on social media with Instagram and Twitter. So if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And also, be sure to check out my community tab, folks. I'm always posting news and updates there. And again, appreciate you all for tuning in. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And remember, until next time, folks. Bye for now.